Hi everyone. So tonight I'm going to talk to you about critical thinking, the meaning of it, and how I made a decision, a big critical thinking decision in my life for a career change. So first, let's get the definition. Hey Alexa, what's the definition of critical thinking?
The noun critical thinking is usually defined as disciplined thinking that is clear, rational, open-minded, and informed by evidence.
Perfect. So now we know what critical thinking means. So basically, critical thinking can be about any decision, any steps that you have to do to make a decision. It can be as easy as what you're going to have for lunch today, or it can be a hard decision like, what car to buy next or what job to take. In my case, what job to take was definitely a hard decision to make. So currently, I am now a recruiter, but before that, I worked at Cumberland Farms as a marketing assistant. I was in a temp to hire role where when I first went to interview, I knew it was a temp to hire. I've heard of temp to hire before, and I was open to the possibility of being permanent. So I thought that in a temp to hire role, it would take 30, 60, 90 days to become permanent. But unfortunately, I was there for over a year and there was no permanent in sight. So I talked to my manager, I talked to the VPs, and basically anyone I could talk to, letting them know that I really wanted to be permanent. I, feel like improving myself, and if there was anything that I could do different to be permanent. They basically said to me, Carrie, there's nothing that you're doing wrong, and they use that crazy word of budget. So they said that unfortunately with budget, they wouldn't be able to make me permanent. So in my mind, I said, I've been here for almost a year. I need to find something that I can grow and advance, and I need more money and I need more benefits. So I did some research and I knew that I wanted to do something where I was able to help people. I love helping people. I love making people feel special, and that's just always been a dream of mine. So a class that we took called Individual Manager, Mentor, Leader, Team, I knew that I fell in that category of mentor. I knew that that was something that I wanted to be and that I felt I was good at. So being a recruiter, I felt was going to be a great asset for me. It was going to be a great opportunity. So I've been there for almost a month now, and I absolutely love it. I got to talk to candidates, let them hear from them, and let them know what job opportunities we have and see if we have a good fit for them. So we do a lot of sourcing candidates for manufacturing, IT, administrative, things like that. So it's great to hear from them and hear what they want and be able to fill a role for them. So I'll give you a quick example, and then I'm going to go into the 8 elements of how I made the critical decision. So I talked to a candidate on the phone, and I said to him, I found your resume on our database. I believe you'd be a great fit for this assembler role. He had years of assembly experience. So I told him I would submit him for the job, then come to find out that the job was filled internally. So I had to call him back, let him know, say, don't worry, if something else comes up, I'll let you know. Another position came up, called him. It was a great position, just the money wasn't there. So yesterday, a position came up available, and I said he would be a great fit for it. So I called him up, said, I have some good news for you. I have a position. And then today was able to tell him even better news that he's interviewing tomorrow. So fingers crossed that he gets it. So let me go into my 8 elements of thought. So don't mind my penmanship. But here's a little wheel of the 8 elements of thought. So the first one is purpose. So I have a little iPad over here with the descriptions. So the first one is the purpose. What is my goal and objective? So my goal was to be permanent. I had been a temp for over a year, and I believe that I deserved the benefits as much as anyone else did. So I thought to myself, Where am I going to go if I stay in this position? Unfortunately, I was going to stay as a temp. That position that I was in had been temp for more than 10 years. So unfortunately, it was not moving in the permanent growth that I was looking for. So question at issue is the next step. What's the problem? What's the issue? So the problem is that I'm not permanent and that I want to be permanent. The issue is there are other opportunities for me to grow, so why not look at them? Next is information. So it talks about data, talks about facts, talks about observations and experiences. So putting all that together, the information that I had is I know I want to do something where I can help people and mentor. So what I did is I went on to Nichols Handshake, looked up the information, basically did a little criteria. If anyone doesn't know about that, it's a really cool tool, and that's how I actually got the recruiting job that I'm in now. So what I did is I filled out a little profile, and it came out to a few jobs that would be a great fit for me. I said, I'm interested in these. So I applied for the recruiter job. I went through 2 phone interviews, and then I was able to do 2 in-person interviews, and then I got the job. So I was really excited about that. But back to the 4th step, interpretation and interference. So what's that conclusion? What's that, again, basically, what is that end result that I want to get? And again, like I said, my end result is I wanted to be permanent. I wanted to be saving money and thinking about the future, because that's always like something that's on my mind. So concepts. Concepts are about theories and definitions. And one of the questions I just want to read here is, what idea is this author using in his or her thinking? Is there a problem with it? So my concept might be different than someone else. So what I like to do might be different than what someone else wants to do. I just knew I wanted to be a mentor and lead people and help people, but also have the benefits and the opportunities to grow in a company and advance and, basically get those small, like taking a day off or having a vacation. Everyone deserves that. So I just thought it was a great opportunity for me to grow and move on. The next one is assumptions. Taking for granted. So it's crazy to think, but we take, people that have the vacations might have taken that for granted. For example, if I wanted a day off, I couldn't take the day off. So I really needed to know that there was something that I was able to do that and grow as a person, personally and professionally. The next step is consequences. So if I decide to do this, what things might happen? So I knew if I stayed at Cumberland Farms, I wouldn't be able to grow. But I knew if I went to Techniques, I was able to grow, get some more money, save some, and things like that. And the last is point of view. So again, people have different perspectives, but I knew it was a great opportunity for me, and I knew it was something that I needed to do for myself. And that's really all you have to do. So as a critical thinker, think of what would benefit you and what would benefit you personally and professionally. So thank you very much. Have a great night.